If you didn't check them out, you should go back and watch them. Fsol playing against a lot of top ones players. 6 of them, in fact. Rawas and Nas wins are probably the most notable. But as many people even pointed out in the comments of it to be done, whereas you don't have to just play them basically 5 times in a row and manage to beat them in a majority of games. So it's definitely going to be a change up here. People who grind through ranked ones are often very grounded that way. I think it's a really good way to play in ranked as opposed to show matches. You do have to be a little bit more mechanical. You actually surprised Nush here by the best way to win against players you're better than, if that's to make sense. As Nush, he's going to go the distance of the field. He's not going to play super grounded. He has never really played his show matches very grounded at all. And he picks up the back corner boost and resets to the top. You may end up losing some ranked points to players that you really shouldn't. And so to grind rank as quick as possible, I think you see a lot more grounded players. And I think that's why you see Moxie even playing that way, right? Moxie has perfected that to the point where he can almost play in the show matches and win them without going addition thing from. Ranny, an OG of the channel. Chat, we're only here today because of Ranny. So everybody say, W Ranny, thanks Ranny. Nush has this at an equal score line after Fsol was looking to try and pull away, and he actually is going to send it. I say that Randy came up with it because, you know, if you forced me to bet, I would bet that he probably didn't come up with it. But I'm just saying you got to get it from somewhere, and I'm pretty sure I got it from Randy. As Nush gets the reset, doesn't use it. Fsol flick to the top left. Nush able to handle it and get his own back corner boost, so he will go back to the full field dribble from the back corner, something that has worked well for him, and he just muscles it out of a dangerous position. You know, he can't guide it to either corner. He's probably going to get a save that just keeps it right on the goal line. Now the face-off flicks. These never expire. One's show match, one's ranked. It doesn't matter. If you're launching flicks like this, you're going to find yourself simple. The flicks look and how impossible to do them consistently at that level they are. It's untrained, thinking that, oh, that doesn't look that hard. Why can't they stop those flicks? Because they're unbelievably hard and unbelievably fast. Fsol gonna get a 2-goal lead, a rarity actually so far in this match, which Toxic eventually did to get himself the win. But I tell you what, the aggression sometimes pays off. Is gonna just leave a possession for Fsol, and Nush trying to stick around and not let him get to the ground clean, but unfortunately he did not succeed in doing that. Look at the reset. Nush has to just give him the nice one. We were talking about the flicks with ridiculous power. How about the reset pops that just send the ball soaring into top left? That played by an amazing pop. Now, can Nush stay in this game? A flick to the top, but he does recover and pre-flip the save, and now he's attacking through the air. Fakes the musty. Fsol can't get the save. This is a great fake. He pulled all the way back like he was about to launch this ball. And then he just turtled. Just scored every time. I don't know if that's how it's going to work today. But low 50 from Fsol means he's probably going to get the winning to win. And Nush is reversing away. I mean, even if Fsol touched that, Nush was so far away that he wouldn't have been able to catch it. So almost like he just gave up there. Game number 1. Going to go to Fsol. Okay, they want a new server. The end of it said, Fsol, you want new server? And Fsol said, yeah, definitely, new server. So it must not have been as good as we hoped. Sometimes, the way that the RLCS runs, by the way, is the way that we do it normally, which is, you know, they test the server, you end the game, and then when the new game starts, you play that server. And that works out fine. He said, is the server bad for you? It's interesting how they're able to speak in Arabic with English characters. Oh, really? You can just speak, you can speak everything in Arabic with English characters because there's good enough, like, but I guess intuition and context probably helps a lot, you know. With everything else you can do, you could probably just connect the dots right then. So a double jump on 0 boost is always a bit of a risk, but he knew he'd be clearing the ball all the way out, giving himself a chance to get 100 boost. Nush, great read. Great read of the defense. Fsol with the passive pre-jump. returns to the ground, and Nush, since if you're going to be this passive, passively was so effective in ones. People were like, air dribble bumps ruined the entire game. They were, during the time that they first became a thing, as Nush, oh, he did not get a crossbar in, posted in, but adapted. And now you still see him, but it's never the only attack that anybody's winning with. It's interesting how no matter when the deadline is, almost all the moves will happen within 48 hours of it. You could give everybody 3 months, and most teams will get made 48 hours before the deadline. Because I mean, we've seen like visa issues and stuff like that a ton, but that was a Apex Legends team, not a Rocket League team. Nush, bumped it. He just missed. Okay, that reading chat, but I think he should have just scored a wide open net, as far as I can tell. And now he's actually going to get scored on too. Tomorrow, it's exciting ones player chat. I mean, I think the most interesting ones player, as Nush before, I think a lot of people would agree. Of the players who are the one last opportunity. What do we got here on our 4-second, not really victory lap, but momentum victory lap? Hey, out. But it is 1-1 because that first one was neck and neck between the two. But we saw Fsol attack through the air at the end of the last game, and Nush probably felt like he had a real chance at saving this. Went to the backboard and came off for the first 50, but the ball stuck around. I bet you he was... And seeing Nush on low boost, oh, he lost a great opportunity. That was a huge, pin back. That almost always results in a goal for the attacker, but Fsol just missed a flick that not only didn't score, but Nush on the air dribble. I'm actually surprised he got that final touch. On occasion are these really passive pre-jumps where he's boosting away from the ball and then trying to intercept. Credit to Fsol for getting a favorable 50 on that surprising challenge, and now the ground pinch is intercepted. Can Fsol punish there? It seems like that should do it. That's on target. Prevent the counterattack goal, and we'd all of a sudden be tied. So every single play is so important. Nush! Nush is just going to try and see how many resets he could get. A dribble that barely even starts towards net, but there's the first reset, the second, and a third to finish it off. And he puts it across. Ooh, are we going to see a Nush pogo? He was pogoing in the warm-ups. That's a good way to think about it. With an E. That's what I have to do. I have to trick my brain and just spell it out like... He starts immediately down. Now the power shot is going to be off the post. This time, he dives. I like him turning back on the play. Again, the really passive pre-jump, but he gets over the top. And that is a way to get away with it. It was not surprising that Nush went to the bump, considering the way he was setting that up defensively. A little boost steal. Wait, look at this flip. This was nasty. Look at this recovery. My million-year-old brain would have never thought about it. When you're playing in the game, it feels like you can obviously recover well, and you could tell that it's a position in which you could recover well, but your brain just can't do it. At least personally. Maybe this is just a problem. Bumped here in the corner. That should just be a free goal for him. Fsol is not that old. Why do you call him Fsol? VIP or ban, chat. Nush. I tried it to 180 in free play, and you just end up on your roof. And, people were talking about, ooh, what a shot from... What a save! But what he did do ended up just giving Fsol the ball. Now air dribble bump. Going to be the only way he can get that save. What is he doing? I mean, this is that passive jump that I'm talking about. I want to see it from his perspective. 52 boost to work with. Jumps over the top of it. And, that is play and turn around and wave dash defensively. No way he could use this flip, so he just lets the ball fall. And Fsol needs to get going right here, right now. That demo will do it. Should be a third goal. A very likely change of possession. We see that is exactly what happened. Ooh, I feel like that shot was worth taking. Nush pre-jumped it. He got it still. Sidewall pinch. 35 boost to work with. Needs a goal, and he gets it. And that is definitely a mix-up on the kickoff. Early jump into wave dash. Nush actually lands off the bump, dashing into the ball. And Nush goes passive. Nush goes passive late, and I think that opens the door for the flick, which is too high. It was a good attempt to finish this series. If that flick was top right, he did. Now he has to take a pogo shot because the ball can't land. Love it. Pog. GG's. Thanks for playing. You need speed to make a good one. It's all right. That one was sick in the context. In the context of how much time he had and the fact he couldn't let it bounce, that's about as good as you could hope for.